Thank you for being here today. I'm honored to be able to share some of the results of my recently completed doctoral dissertation. The focus today is on video design principles, what they are, how well they are being applied, and tips for how you can apply them. Online learning in higher education in the United States has been on a steady growth trend, and alongside that growth trajectory has been a rise in the use of video in online learning courses. This growth led me to wonder, how well were faculty applying research-based video design principles? In the literature, the cognitive theory of multimedia learning states that the use of words and pictures together is a more effective way of learning than words alone or pictures alone.
The theory identifies three types of cognitive load. Extraneous is the processing of the extra information which is not related to the learning task. Your goal as a video creator is to get rid of elements that cause this type of cognitive load. The next is essential, which is the processing or organizing of new information that must occur in the learner's brain and cannot be offloaded anywhere else. Your goal is to encourage or promote this. The final type of cognitive load is germane, which is the sense-making portion of the processing, or in layman's terms, it's the engagement in the learning. This is the human component. Situated inside the cognitive loads are a set of design principles that, when applied, have been shown to improve student learning outcomes. I've identified 11 here that we're going to touch on in today's presentation. To give you some context about where the data I'll be referencing is coming from, I used a mixed methods explanatory sequential design to develop a case study focused on describing instructor implementation of the design principles in video they created for use in online courses. I collected data from three sources: a survey of 17 questions, which I then used to identify the 5 instructors who were best at implementing the CTML design principles. I then interviewed those 5 instructors and collected a video artifact from each for analysis. The 11 CTML design principles served as the codes during the qualitative analysis, which let me anchor the data in the theoretical framework and create opportunities to connect the data sets via triangulation. The setting was a large regional public university in the Mid-Atlantic that had over 900 full and part-time instructors, and they'd been engaged in online learning since 2010. I had a strong response rate. The average instructor who completed the survey had previously taught 13 online course sections and was currently teaching 2 course sections in the semester in which I collected data. As you can see with the table on the right, the conditions at this university led to 94% of instructors indicating they had some level of interest to teach their first online course. 88% of the 131 courses in the survey data were using video. The average course had 23 videos, 9 of which were made by someone other than the instructor, and 14 videos that were created by the instructor. Interesting to note as well that 10% of instructors were not going to be making any video during the semester. Data from the survey indicated that on average, it took an instructor an hour and 48 minutes to create a single video. The most popular tools used were Camtasia, Kaltura, Zoom, and PowerPoint. However, PowerPoint use is likely underrepresented, as lecture style was reported on 76% of the responses. 3 of the 5 interviewees did not report on the survey that they used PowerPoint. However, during interviews they discussed using it. I'd also point out that these tools were the ones available and supported by the university where the study took place, and that all 5 interviewees used a different combination of tools to create a video, which I interpret to mean that you can apply the principles I'm going to discuss with just about any set of video creation tools. Now that you have some context, let's get into those principles.